This is Rebecca Sanchez, field reporter for the Channel 7 News. I was recently contacted through email by someone claiming to be the Burlap killer, a well-known criminal in the Chicago area. I was skeptical at first, but after emailing them back, I now have reason to believe that this person may not be lying. Not only that, but I believe that they've been following me and that they know where I live. I was asked to set up an interview alone here at my residence and told not to attempt contacting the police. I'm the only person allowed here. No cameraman, no crew. So I'm setting up cameras at multiple angles to get multiple shots. I've only got one shot to get this interview. So are you the real Burlap killer?
Yes, I am the criminal that they call the Burlap killer.
Why do you wear the burlap mask and straitjacket?
Well, I figured if I was going to be breaking laws, I needed a disguise, so I made a mask out of some burlap fabric I had at home, and the straitjacket was an old Halloween costume. I put the two together and noticed it was creepy.
How was your childhood? Were you abused or mistreated as a child?
Nah, I had a very good childhood. I had a loving family, got good grades in school. Shit, I even went to church.
Well then, could you possibly tell me what led you down this path of crime and maybe some of the first crimes you've committed?
I was working a normal job, just barely getting by on the money I was making. So I started breaking into people's homes to make ends meet. I would case out a person's home on a dark street. Once I knew the person was not home, I'd break in and grab as much valuables as I could and leave. I got so good at it, I literally would be in and out of their home. A few times I was spotted leaving houses. So in the beginning of my criminal career, the news called me the Burlap burglar. I even once did a kidnapping. I figured I'd get more money than a burglary. So I was driving in this van that I stole until I saw a child. I sped up and stopped right next to the boy, jumped out of the van and threw him in. Get down! I contacted his father and threatened to hurt him if he didn't pay me $5,000. I later drove back to the boy's house and returned him and left with the money. I ditched the stolen van and went home. After that, I never did a kidnapping again. I figured it was not worth the risk.
So what caused you to start killing people?
I broke into a woman's home, thought no one was home, until I walked into her room where I found the lady sleeping. I stood over her and just stared at her breathing heavily. And all of a sudden, I just snapped as if all the crimes in my mask together took over my moral control. I grabbed the lady's pillow and smothered her to death. It was the first time I ever killed someone, and it felt great. After that, killing came easy to me. I just started killing people different ways to watch them die for enjoyment. I snuck up behind this one guy and I slit him from ear to ear. One guy that I was watching, he went to work every night at the same time, I noticed. So one day I was waiting for him in his back seat. I popped out and used my noose to strangle him to death.
So do you think you will never get caught?
Interview over.